This is Ezra, your accountancy teacher. May God bless us all with all His blessings. Today, let us learn how to frame journal entries. I have already told you before going for framing journal entries, you must be very thorough with the types of accounts, that is, personal account, real account, nominal accounts. And in a transaction, what are the accounts involved in? You must know that also. And after that, golden rules. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Debit all expenses and losses, and credit all incomes and gains. These are the golden rules, and these three things must be known to you. You must know these three things. Now, and this is the format of a journal book. And date column, the date on which the transaction took place must be written here. And there is a procedure. We follow British English, and we are following the way of writing the date which the British people follow. See how it should be written. First, you have to write the year 2020. This should be written, and after that you have to write the month December. I have written in the shortened form of December, and you have to write the date. See, an accountancy student must write in this way. Up to 9, you have to add 0 before that number. So, this is the way of writing date and particulars. Here, what should be written? And I am going to teach you. And LF means, the expansion of LF is ledger folio. What do you mean by ledger folio? Ledger means book. I have told you that transactions entered in the journal book will be posted to the ledger book. The page on which this aspect is transferred will be written here. Folio means page. Again, let me tell you, entries entered in the journal book will be posted to the ledger book, and the page on which this aspect is transferred will be written here. Normally, we are not going to use this column. Anyhow, you have to be very perfect in the format of the journal book, and debit and credit. Now, here is a transaction. First, remember, what do you mean by transaction? Any activity which involves money either directly or indirectly. Machinery purchased rupees 1,20,000. Here you have to assume that this is a cash transaction because nothing is mentioned about the name. If a person's name is mentioned, you have to assume that it is a credit transaction. Here no name is mentioned. So we have given money and purchased machinery. Here you have to understand the accounts involved in this. I have already told you that when you buy a thing means immediately make an account by its name. Here we purchase machinery. So you have to write an account by the name machinery. So one account involved is machinery. And we give cash. So we have to understand that the cash account is involved in this. So cash account. Have you identified? Now we have identified that machinery account and cash accounts are involved in this transaction. Again, what is the thing next you have to do is, you have to understand which account this account belongs to, whether it is personal account, real account or nominal account. Machinery is a real account. Cash is also a real account. Real account means that will either come into the business or it may go out of the business. So you have to see whether it comes in or goes out. This is also a real account. So you have to see whether cash comes in or goes out. Now machinery comes in and cash goes out. Both are real accounts. So you have to see the golden rules which belong to real accounts. Debit what comes in. Here machinery comes in. So this account should be debited. And credit what goes out. cash goes out. So this account should be credited. Have you got? First, you have to understand the meaning of the transaction, and then you have to pick up the accounts involved in that transaction and write it separately. At the beginning, do like this. Afterwards, after knowing these things, you need not write these. Immediately, you will get. Say, in a typewriter, how do you get typing? At the beginning, you will be seeing, and at the beginning, you will be struggling to put A, S like that. And when days pass on, without seeing the typewriter, you will type like that. If days pass on, you can easily guess which account is coming in, who is the debitor, who gives the money, or whether it is expense or loss, like that. You will understand. First, the two accounts involved are machinery and cash. And then again, you have to identify the account, whether machinery is a real account, personal account, or nominal account. Machinery is a real account. It is a thing. Property, and cash is also a real account, that is, cash is a property. If real account is involved, either it will come into the business or it may go out of the business. There are only two choices. It may come in or it may go out. You have to identify whether it comes in or not. Machinery that comes into the business, make a tick. And cash account, whether it goes out or not, it goes out. Now, go for the golden rules. Debit what comes in. Machinery comes in, so that account is debited. Credit what goes out. Cash goes out, so that should be credited. Now, I am going to write the journal entry. How to write? We have identified this account should be debited. First, machinery account debtor. Machinery account debtor. What is the amount? 1,20,000. And 2, you have to write here that the format is, this should be like this. 2, which account is credited? Cash account. 2, cash account. Credit, you need not write credit. Just write cash account. What is the amount? 1,20,000. And after writing those aspects, you have to write the narration, machinery purchased. And this one is called narration. What do you mean by narration? A short description about the transaction. And this is a short description about the transaction. And after that, make a line, draw a line. Remember that line should not cross this column. That line should not cross these columns. And if you have to write further, means bend that sentence and start writing here. Anyhow, you should not, the narration should not cross the LF column. Have you got? Now, let us go to the next transaction. See the transaction. Cash received from Vijay Kumar 26,000. I have already told you that you have to identify the accounts involved in. Here, cash is received. So, one account is cash. And another one is Vijay Kumar gives that money. So, we have to write Vijay Kumar. These are the two accounts involved in this transaction. Have you got? Now, you have to identify whether cash belongs to which account. And cash belongs to real account and Vijay Kumar is the personal. If personal account is involved, he or she may give to the business or may receive from the business. It means he may be the receiver or he may be the giver. Now, cash is received from Vijay Kumar. So, you have to identify whether it comes in or goes out. And cash comes in. And personal account means whether he is the receiver or giver. Remember, you should not change the order. It should be in this order. Receiver should be written first and giver should be written next. Now, Vijay Kumar, see whether Vijay Kumar gives or receives. Cash is received from Vijay Kumar. So, he is the giver. Now, we go for writing, identifying the aspect, which account should be debited and which account should be credited. Cash means real. Real means you have to see only these two. Debit what comes in. Here cash comes in, so this account should be debited. And Vijay Kumar personal account. Personal account means see whether he is the receiver or giver. He is the giver, so credit. And remember, in a transaction, minimum 2 accounts will be involved, and those accounts need not belong to the same account. They need not belong to personal account alone, or real account alone, or nominal account alone. So you have to identify in this way. Cash received from Vijay Kumar. Cash account, Vijay Kumar account. Cash comes in. Real account means you have to see in. Debit what comes in. So cash comes in. That account should be debited. When it is a personal account, see whether he is a giver or a receiver. He is a giver. So giver, come, credit the giver. So cash account should be debited and Vijay Kumar account should be credited. Now I am going to write. How to write? Cash account is debtor. Cash account. Cash account debtor. What is that amount? 26,000. 2. Vijay Kumar is the giver. That account is credited. So Vijay Kumar account. Account the same amount 60,000. What can be the narration? Cash received. Just write cash received and you can understand easily. Make a line. Have you got? Again I tell you, there is no need that both accounts involved in a transaction should belong to only personal account or only real account or only nominal account. They belong to different accounts. In this transaction, one belongs to real account and another one belongs to personal account. If a person is involved, he will be either giver to the business or he may be receiver from the business. In this account, he is the giver to the business. So that account, when a personal account means you have to see only these two golden rules. If real account is there means just see these two rules alone and you can easily guess. We have written cash account debtor to Vijay Kumar account. So we go to the next transaction. See the transaction. Salary paid 18,000. If salary is paid, immediately put an account by the name salary. Salary means if it is an expense or a income means immediately mention that, take that account, whether it is salary or commission like that. Immediately one account will be there, that is salary. And what is in, for expenses and incomes, cash will be certainly involved. When we pay salary means cash will go out of the business. So cash account and salary is a nominal account. Now you have identified the two accounts involved in this transaction. One is salary and another one is cash. See, for nominal accounts, either it will be expense or loss or incomes and gains. So salary is an expense. You have to see whether it is expense or income. So expense. And if it is a nominal account, see these two golden rules. Debit all expenses. This is an expense, so this account should be debited. See, cash is a real account. I have already told you that if a real account is involved, it may come in or it may go out. Cash will go out of the business. So, credit what goes out. The cash goes out, so this account should be credited. Now, I am going to write the journal entry. Salary account debtor because debit all expenses and losses. What is that amount? 18,000. 2. Cash account because cash goes out 18,000. What is the narration? Salary paid. And you need not write several things in this narration. Just a few words would be enough. Have you got? In this account, two accounts are, in this transaction, two accounts are involved. One is salary and another one is cash. Salary is an expense and cash is a see whether it comes in or goes out. Cash goes out because salary is paid means when we pay expenses means cash will go out. So cash account should be credited because credit what goes out. Salary is a nominal account. Nominal account means either it may be an expense or income. Here it is an expense. Debit all expenses. Salary is an expense, so it is debited. Now let us go to the next transaction. See the transaction. Cash deposited in bank. 1,50,000. It means we are taking cash and put it in the bank. That is called a depositing. So you can easily guess one account involved is cash account. And another one is bank receiver. Remember, bank is a personal account which is artificial. So bank account. Now you have to identify cash account, real account. Bank, personal. Real account means there are only two possibilities. It may come in or go out. Bank account means he may be the receiver or he may be the giver. Cash is deposited. We give cash. So cash goes out. And bank receives money and bank is the receiver. So receiver means personal account means see these two. First golden rules. Debit the receiver. Bank is the receiver, so debit. Bank account is debited. And cash goes out. So that should be credited. Credit what goes out. Cash goes out, so that account is credited. And now I am going to write the entry. Which account is debited? Bank account is debited. Because bank is the receiver. Debit the receiver, bank is the receiver, bank account debtor. What is that amount? 1,50,000. 2. Cash account. Credit what goes out of the business and that is 1,50,000. And what is the narration? Cash deposited. Make a line. Have you got? Let us stop with this. We have learned only 4 transactions. In forthcoming classes, let us learn more. And remember, there are nearly 16 or 17 transactions. Let me teach you all the transactions. And hereafter, the transactions will be complicated transactions. And I have to teach you more because this video duration will go on. So we want to cut with this. By the grace of God, let us meet in the next class. Thank you.